Welcome back, everyone, to day 18 of our 100-day challenge. Waking up the body, getting ready for the day. We got a few new things we're going to add today. Stiff morning body. Let's just start by breathing. Inhaling, we're going to open the arms out, palms up, arch the back slightly. Exhaling, take the palms back behind us. Big breaths in and out. Let's start to hinge the hips a bit. Breathing in, breathing out. Sleepy, stiff body. First, we start to make some movement inside with the breath. Inhaling, taking the hands forward and up, arcing around the sides of the body. Exhaling down, the arms behind us. Don't be too particular about the form here. We're just sort of moving where it feels natural. Inhaling, hands come forward, and now we spread the wings, cross the hands, and reach behind us. Inhaling. These are sometimes called teacupping exercises. We're just being very loose with it, focusing totally on the breath. The movement's secondary. The breathing is the point. Inhaling. Opening the whole front of the body. Exhaling, sitting back with the hips. Keeping the head back as you bend over. Continue on. And now we bring the feet together and we stretch up. We reach up the body, the whole back, like a cat stretching in the morning. Ribs go side to side. Flexing the elbows, straightening the wrists. And then we're going to hinge forward at the hips. And now just take the hands. We usually go side to side. Take the hands a bit in a figure 8 pattern here. So to one side and around to the back. And then across the other side. No right or wrong way to do this. We just want to have a sort of easy, playful, smooth motion to it right now. Back up to standing. Second time. Inhaling, hands up. Still, the breathing is the main thing leading what we're doing. Ribs side to side. We feel how that changes the breathing, taking the ribs side to side. And then exhaling, we just bend forward at the hips and circle the arms around. Just being a little playful with it. Listening to where your body feels likes the motion and where it feels like that's enough. Now we step out to the side. Making a curve out of the whole right side of the body. From the foot to the hand. Ribs, neck, low back, all get a stretch here. Other side. Couple big breaths in. Just really enjoying this kind of slow part of your day where you don't have to do anything else. You get to just let your back stretch a bit. Let your arms be in a different position than they will be all day. This is a time to take care of you and to learn a little bit about what your body's telling you throughout the day. Second side. All right. Let's turn the spine a couple times. Loose arms, hips turning, whole spine turning, rotating, wringing out the stiffness from sleep. Head follows the arms for a really complete spinal rotation. And then head stays still to let the neck get a little stretch as well. Still breathing. Long, deep breaths into the waist, the belly, the back. Now let's just take the arms up. So swing the body more side to side, less of a rotation, more of a side to side. Let your back leg turn till the arms swing up and that back shoulder arches back behind you. You feel the upper back wake up a little bit. Now let's take the legs wide, move them up and down a bit. Stiff legs, stiff hips from sleep, from sitting in a desk or whatever you do every day. Let's try to undo some of that, reverse it. Torso moves down side to side, sort of bend one knee, flex one hip, straighten it, just driving it out like a piston from the heel. Whole foot, but especially the heel. Start to use the butt muscles, use the thigh muscles. Now, we've hinted at this before, but place the hands on the top of your thighs and press one arm to stretch your back to the other side. So pressing down, I can sort of make a traction on my own back, one side then the other, and then I'll use both arms to traction the head and shoulders forward, ending up on the other side. Play with this motion for a moment, pause the video if you need. But exhaling, I reach all the way forward. Inhaling, I reach all the way up. The hands are always pushing downward. Like you're getting out of a swimming pool, you're on the edge of the pool, you're pushing down on the edge. And I'm getting to stretch out my own back. It's a really great movement if you practice it. And then we begin our sort of side bending, looking a little stiff here this morning. Hips first, head last. We want the whole spine, even if we're just imagining it at first, to start to articulate one vertebra at a time. We imagine the hips go first, and the low back and the ribs, and the shoulders and the head. So even if you don't look like a perfect dancer doing these, you will be doing good things for those ligaments on the side of the vertebra, the muscles there. You'll feel it in your daily life. I'm sure you already are. Now the head leads, we curve the spine over. Reach the top arm over. Now you'll see me, I'm switching my feet a bit here, side to side. So my bent leg foot is pointing straight out. My shoes are sticky on this floor and they won't allow my feet to slide. I don't want to torque my knee, so you're welcome to turn your front foot straight out and your back foot in a little bit. As you shift over, pivot the feet. Now if you're on carpet or soft grass outside, your feet will probably just move where they need. It's up to you. Reaching as far overhead as possible, a little further each time. This is our deepest one. The third one, we want everything from that outer back foot out through the ribs, through the arm, the fingers, reaching out. And then we got to sit down here for a minute. We've worked the legs, but a couple more seconds. 3 big breaths here. Pressing the palms, sitting the hips down, keeping the chest upright. Good. Yeah, we're doing great. You're going to feel different after this. It's going to change your morning. Shake the leg. Shake the leg. Pause before you set it down. So regain balance. Whoops, I didn't do it. Regain balance, set it down. And we're just like we're shaking out a tablecloth. We've worked those muscles. Shaking them out moves fluid through them, breaks up the tension you just put in them. And now we're going to circle the knees. You know how to do this. I want you to focus on the breathing. Exhaling, inhaling, and how you drive the motion from your heels and your butt and inner groin. You can feel it. Don't use all your back muscles to pick you up. Use the legs and the bottom of the spine, the butt muscles. Now straight down and up. This one's hard for me. My ankles are too stiff. They're getting more flexible even over this 100 days, but I've neglected it for too long. So now's the time to do something about it. Phoenix stretch today. We've all done this. We know the basic setup. Now today, we let the hands, as we inhale, up, exhale down, the hands in a very lazy, relaxed way circle over the knee. Feel the warmth of the hands into the knee. Very lightly, I'm just brushing over the knee. This feels so minor. Spend some time in this if you have tight, sore knees. It will relax and warm the knee tissues. Just, if your knees feel cold, so many people's do, when you touch them, they feel colder than the surrounding skin. Warm them up a little bit. Let your hands heal them a bit. Now our second one, the elbows are going to get there. They're heading there. Elbows reaching towards the foot, breathing still. Weight on the back leg. Switch sides. Breathing, top of the head reaching, elbow reaching. Yeah. Feel the whole body working here. But though it's working, it's not tense. Your face is relaxed, you're breathing. The legs may be hollering at you a bit. Now just reach up and arch everything back. A couple more times with our big teacupping exercise, gathering the hands, piercing out, inhaling up, arching the wings overhead, scooping the arms behind us. See if it feels a little different now after we've done some other movements. Still breathing, shake out the body. Exhaling through the mouth. Shake it out. Shake the whole body out. Still breathing. Loosening every joint. Now for this practice, my neck was still feeling a little tight, so I decided to do these side to side elbow head turns. Yeah, you can see the difference when I go left versus right. So keeping the shoulders low, taking the hands side to side, look the opposite way. And then we'll do just these simple neck rotations for a moment. We stand with the feet together and we try to turn the back and let the head turn along with it. So I'm not letting the shoulders turn, and that may seem counterintuitive, but you'll feel the back muscles turn on and the head just sort of follows what they're doing. Inhaling to one side, exhaling back to the middle. For now, try to just loosely turn the head. Then we're going to do this simple stretch, grabbing across the top of the head, letting the weight of the arm gently, very gently pull the head down while we hold the other hand out. And then we'll switch sides. Other arm extends, we can turn it in and out, or just leave it palm up. Or we pull the head slightly to the side and slightly forward. And now let's stand. Sinking the tail, softening the knees, lifting the crown. Let the hands float up to shoulder height. Everything becoming round in the arms, hands, torso, legs. Letting the elbows sink, softening the face. Breathing into the waist. letting the eyes unfocus, seeing the full periphery, not letting the eyes jump around. Trying to let the weight of the arms settle down the shoulder blades, into the waist, through the waist, into the legs and feet, and then the floor. So these inner tubes, flotation devices, are holding up the arms in our imagination. And then we rotate the shoulder blades and turn the palms out, pushing out with the palms. And we'll let the hands fall back down. Another big breath here, circling the palms around the belly a few times. Thank you so much for joining us today. Keep observing what's different in your mind and body. Stick with the exercises. You've got 16 or more hours awake every day, just 15 minutes on these movements. We'll see you tomorrow.